Ooh, let's have a cup of tea.
What do you get when you put the legendary BMW 2-litre diesel engine into a car that weighs less than 1,200 kilos? It sounds like a recipe for an efficient, fun and fast little hot hatch. I give you the Mini Cooper SD. Okay, so you might recognise the car, and that's because it's been on the channel before. I think we cleaned it once, didn't we? Or was that your car?
I think we cleaned mine and we did the brake.
Oh, we did the brakes.
The brakes.
We've worked on the brakes on this car, and that's because it belongs to my good friend, Mr. Dave, who everyone loves on this channel. So Dave knows a lot more about this car than I do. I'm just going to let Dave do a quick walk around and show you the different bits, and then I think we're going to jump in it and do some driving impressions.
So this is a 2015 Mini Cooper SD. So SD means it's a diesel, and it's BMW's 2-litre diesel engine, producing in this configuration around 170 brake horsepower with around 360 newton meters of torque. So pretty torquey, and especially for the size and weight of it. It weighs just under 1,200 kilos. So power to weight ratio is quite good. Mixed with that torque gives you quite a nice oomph, let's say. As this is the Cooper SD, it's based on the Mini Cooper S sort of body kit. So there's kind of three main styles from this age of Mini that you could get. You could get the standard Cooper, which just comes with a kind of traditional Mini aesthetic. The Cooper S, which is what this is based on. So it's got a much more aggressive sort of lower surround compared to what you would get on the Cooper. And then the top level is the JCW body kit. So that's kind of a level above this, a bit more aggressive. Obviously with the Cooper S look, you get the dual exhaust pipes in the centre, which do make it look a lot more aggressive in my eyes. And really from the outside, externally, there's actually no way other than the Cooper SD badge to tell the difference between this being a Cooper SD and the Cooper S. Could be bad or good, but I'm sure you'll be able to tell from the sound that this is an SD and definitely not an S.
So I really like the look of the exterior, particularly like this spoiler and these lights, but I don't think the lights are stock on this year, is that right?
Yep, so the lights have been changed, upgraded as you were to the what they call the LCI. So I think it's sort of
Life cycle improvement.
Exactly. I think it's 2017, 2018 onwards. They've moved to, I think everybody knows these now, the Union Jack lights. Certainly in my eyes, kind of a really nice aesthetic. Additionally, the kind of light surround, that's been upgraded to gloss black. It was originally chrome, which matched the belt line, but I think the gloss black works really well. Certainly helps to match kind of the upper part of the vehicle with the obviously black roof, black spoiler, black A, B and C pillars, and also the gloss black boot handle. And you'll see when we go around the front, the black ties in there as well. And just helps to modernise the whole vehicle. I think obviously it's got a private plate on it, but you wouldn't necessarily know that this is a 2015 model. Because mainly obviously the lights do sort of help to bring the age up, but even with just the surrounds alone, does help to improve it. Yes, that is total fakery. Does look really good, and again, as this is obviously an SD based on the kind of S design body kit, over the Cooper model, obviously this intake is included, so it's a different bonnet. Additionally, this whole sort of grille intake portion is unique to the S model, so it's got kind of this hexagonal pattern that Mini use quite a lot, as well as obviously the S badging. So like on the rear of the vehicle, it has been kind of upgraded to gloss black light surrounds on the front, gloss black grille surround, intake surround, and additionally I also actually changed this, or basically replaced it with a new part, because Dom can insert picture here, a before and after, which certainly shows how the UV affects a vehicle over time.
So I really like this little Mini logo that's inside the lights. They look pretty funky, quite modern.
They do. So these are the bi-xenon lights. So when this vehicle was released, you had two options, the halogen or bi-xenon. That was certainly an option we were looking for, was bi-xenon, because they just look so much more modern. I think kind of 80-90% of new cars come with kind of this style of lights now. As well, quite iconic to this generation of Mini, the kind of, I think the LED lights around. Certainly when you see a Mini coming, you know it's coming. It's very unique. There's not many cars with lights like that. These intakes here are actually brake cooling ducts. Quite cool.
Literally.
To have them so exposed, but you can actually see directly through. That goes straight into the back of the wheels in there.
I would say actually this feels, because I have driven a Cooper S petrol, 2 litre, and that was an F56. I would say this SD feels faster than the F56 Cooper S petrol that I drove, because like that Cooper S, you had to really rev it out
To get to feel the power.
Yeah, to feel the power.
Yeah, this, because I think it's so much more torquey.
Whereas this has a lot more torque.
You get more of a feeling from it.
Yeah. It feels a lot quicker than you'd think.
Like that's 380 newton meters, that burst there.
Yeah. That's a lot. It's a lot of torque
Yeah?
for a small car.
What are some comparisons? What does
380. You're looking at like Golf GTD.
Golf GTD?
Yeah. What else is that sort of?
I personally say though, this is almost a competitor with Golf
I would
GTD.
say it's a competitor with Golf GTD. I think that's a great
It's a bit
comparison.
smaller,
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. It feels a lot tighter than a Golf does. A
Yes.
Golf, I'd say, is more of a cruiser, whereas this is definitely a B-road blaster.
I would agree with
But
you
you
there.
have the benefit of the fuel economy as well. This is sort of like the ultimate small car, right? There's no.
Well, if you think what's in this.
If you lived in like
bracket.
if you lived in like a city, and occasionally
Yes.
went on motorways and had a small parking space,
That'd be
and
very good.
no children, this would be perfect.
Exactly.
The GTD to me felt slower in everyday driving because you had to rev it out. It almost was a diesel trying to be a petrol, and that's one of the benefits of a torquey diesel in a small car, is that the power is instant because you're in the power band more of the time.
Yep. Because the power band's shorter.
Because
essentially.
because it's mapped.
Revs don't go as high.
Yeah. Because how often do you drive revving your car all the time? The cameras are struggling to grip to the windscreen because it's so curved.
I also think when you look at this car and you compare it to a GTD, I think the looks are a bit more unique. I think a GTD, it has a few extra trim bits over a normal Golf.
But it looks like a Golf.
But it looks like a Golf.
And you could argue that this looks like a Mini, but it looks like a special Mini.
I think it looks like a sporty Mini, certainly.
So what do I like about it? I like the torquiness. I like how sporty it feels. It feels pretty, like the steering's really heavy.
Steering, yeah.
It reminds me, I would say this steering feels better than my Mazda did before the coilovers. I like the fuel economy. I like that you're always in the power band, like there it
It's a really
really pushes you back,
make
doesn't
about
it?
the power band thing, because I think you are totally right. You probably, if you were just driving every day, you're probably going to what, 2,500, 3,000 revs,
Yeah,
and
and then changing gear.
But 3,000 revs is where you're starting to get, is going into the power band in this car.
Yeah.
So you're in that. If you need to do that overtake, it works really well. I think as well, it's almost a bit of a last of a generation, because so Mini don't make any diesel Minis anymore.
Really?
Yeah, you can't buy this car. Well, you can't buy a Cooper SD. You've not been able to buy a Cooper SD for a couple of years.
Yeah?
Yeah, and they don't make a Cooper D either. I do
Really?
believe. So it certainly is a.
The diesel's dying.
Yeah, the diesel is dying. So I've just had a look on how many left. There's
Yeah.
a bit of an inquiry. Now this is all generation Minis, not just F56. So with a Cooper S,
Yeah.
registered in the UK at the moment in 2021, there are 44,000 Cooper S's. Cooper SD is only 9,000. So certainly quite a difference.
So
from
44,000 Cooper
Cooper S.
S's and 9,000 Cooper SDs.
Yes.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Big difference.
I guess as a city car, it's limited to what cities you can take it in without paying a congestion charge.
It is now. Yeah, what don't you like about it?
The steering wheel is a bit weird. Like, I feel like I should drive it like that. Because you can't really put your hands there because these are so big.
Yes.
So that's a bit weird.
I don't really get the design intention on the steering wheel. It's a bit peculiar, if you ask me.
I don't like about it. I feel quite high up, but I think that's because of the seat. So that's not really a reflection of Mini. I think it's because I need to adjust the seat.
I think the boot space.
Yeah,
is
we need
amazing.
to talk
Like,
about that
yeah,
boot space. You
talk about
can't get a lot of gym bags in that boot space.
I was going to say I don't think the target market is
Gym
but
goers.
It probably is actually. That's very
Yeah, funky young
stereotypical.
professionals.
It is. Would you say this car is aimed at males or females, Dom?
That's a really hard question.
Or not? It's.
I would say it's pretty 50-50, isn't it?
I
would say it appeals to both.
I think nowadays it appeals to both. I think there was probably a bit of a stereotypical
Female yeah.
bias to the car, but I think now they're getting much more sportier and more aggressive. It's
Yeah.
I think there's.
You could apply it to the
apply to
male
anybody.
gender. But no, I think it's. I've only got 2 dislikes. There's not many dislikes.
I think some things have deteriorated a bit over time.
Right.
More than I would expect.
The badges on the outside being one.
The badges on the outside, the kind
Yeah.
of the red in the middle has come off, which is just, I don't know. It's not great. And the front, where the number plate mounts to, that really badly UV faded. That is like a common fault when you look online, and I think Mini did accept it. So if you're in your warranty period and it kind of deteriorated to a certain point, they would replace it for you.
Yeah.
A couple of things inside on rattles that have occurred over time. Again, very particular, so I've noticed those. And the infotainment, I'm very keen on the tech in cars. I love tech in cars, and so this is just obviously what came with it in 2015, and so in a way it's become a little bit outdated. I mean, you could argue what more do you need your car to do?
Yeah.
And essentially,
I wouldn't know it was 2015 tech if you told me.
no.
I've thought of another dislike.
Oh, okay.
It's the pedal box.
Yes.
They're really close together, which is probably good for a racing driver.
Dom's big feet.
My big boots don't really fit
Yes.
in this pedal box. Like, my feet are kind of on top of each other. I would say this feels a lot more special than your car does.
Yes. I agree.
And my
It's a
Golf.
good way of
I think it feels more special. You feel like you're in a like a, how do you describe that? You feel like you're in a nicer car because it feels special
Yeah.
than what is a perfectly nice car, your car, but it feels just like a nice car. This feels like a special little car.
It feels, my car just feels almost like a way to get from A to B in a nice, refined way. Whereas this is a way to get you from A to B in a bit of an exciting, bit different, bit of a quirk to it kind of way. So
you can see we're pro car reviewers.
not massively.
So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And see you on the next one. Bye. Purple, blue, blue,
Blue.
blue.
Lighter blue.
Really? Oh yeah.
Green.
Oh, green.
Sort
Yellow.
of yellow. Orange.
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 Red.
Oh, we haven't spoken about this.
It changes when you do sport.
When you do this.
Oh.
Watch. Can you see that?
Yeah.
As you turn the temperature up?
Yeah.
And then the same with the blower speed. So if we let this go off, it'll go back to the solid colour. This. See this here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's very, it's quite a quirky little feature.
It reminds me of the
It's also the same if we put it into green mode.
green.
Goes green.
Whoa.